Okay, so I'm hoping you can see me. This is the start of the Grouse Grind. It's a 3-kilometre hike up to Grouse Mountain, which is Vancouver's highest mountain, just at the back of the city. Apparently it's a thing that lots of locals do, and I'll be trying to do it. Apparently it takes about an hour. It's 2,800 steps or so, and I'll fill you in on the way. Here we go. Okay, just a couple of minutes in, I've already decided to stop counting the number of steps that are up here. But this is the first bit where the path divides. Grouse Grind or Baden-Powell Trail. Apparently the Baden-Powell Trail, you can see that the air's quite light. I'm already feeling out of breath. And the Baden-Powell Trail goes right round Vancouver, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take the easy option, or supposedly easy option, of Grouse Grind. This big sign just here, this is the terms and conditions of doing the Grouse Grind. All kind of things about if you lose any equipment on the way, or you fall, or you meet a bear, then Greater Vancouver is exempt from any kind of liability. So do bears do anything in the woods? Let's go up and continue the grind and find out. So this is quite interesting. I'm about 500 steps into it, and pretty tough going, to the point where some people have already dropped out. These are quite interesting. If you look at this tree stump here, a lot of these about. But even more interesting is when you actually look up at the rest of the forest. It's quite incredible how tall those trees actually go. And coming back down, there's the rest of the path. Just a little update, maybe a third of the way. You can probably get a better idea of the drop just there, down the mountain. It's getting quite hot and sweaty. Little rope bridge just there, and I'm hoping that that sound wasn't a tree falling, because they're bloody massive. Right up there. As you can see, I'm now at the halfway mark. I'm dripping with sweat and much tougher than I expected it to be, but I'm doing quite a good time, about 40 minutes to halfway, so I'm going to carry on and hopefully finish this thing. Okay, so just past the halfway mark. I'm not sure whether you can see the gentleman there in the black shirt, but he's a local, and he just told me that it's the first and the third quarters which are the most difficult to do. So I'm actually in a really difficult bit now, the third quarter. It's getting hotter and the air is getting more rarefied. If you just want to see what I've got to do next, let's have a look at this. So that's the start of quarter 3, hardest part of the trek. Here goes nothing. As you can see, and hopefully here up there, this mountain stream coming down, right down into the valley. That's melting snow. The top of the mountain's still snow-capped. You can't quite see it just yet, but yeah, it's despite the fact that it's June, there's still snow up here. It's going to be pretty cold when I get to the top, but right now I don't care. Just want to get there and have some water, sit down, maybe a beer or something. This is much tougher than what I thought it would be. What's your name?
Chuck Hatch.
Chuck Hatch. And you're from Vancouver, Chuck?
Yeah.
Okay, and this is your second time doing the grind?
Yes, it is.
How are you finding it?
Very good.
Yeah?
Good.
It's a tough old hike though, right?
Sorry?
It's a tough old hike. It's a tough hike.
It is, but
yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah, great. Okay. Yay, the 3-quarter mark. And I've done it in about an hour, which is my target time for 3/4 of the way up. So it's not going too badly, but that's the bad quarter down there, quarter 3. The tough one where I met Chuck. Hard going. Okay, so I'm not being funny, but the guy who said Q3 is the easiest must have been taking the mickey. Just have a look at this. Not sure if you can see how steep it is up there, but it's almost like a vertical incline. The sun's beating down now through the trees and it's getting hotter and hotter. But, you know, I've got to do it and make good time. Don't let the English side down. Been ribbed a little bit about whether we could do it in an hour and a half or not. So I'm on good timing for that. Just have a look a little bit more of the steps and stuff. I'll speak to you again in a bit. So here we are, coming up to the end of the trail. It's just there.
It's just a hike. You're not like a champion this time of day. I know everything going, you know.
So that's the back of the t-shirt, and this is what we came up here for. It says Grouse Mountain. As you can see, snow-capped, as I said earlier on the way up, and there are all these funky carved out statues. There's a zip line somewhere, but I can't see anybody doing it at the moment. We might try that a little bit later on. There you go. That's what we came up here for. And here's the reward, a Whistler Lager. Cheers.